Well, we're enjoying our hike so far, so I haven't quit liking it yet. That's a good thing. It's not always easy. We have physical issues that come up that make it difficult, like a knee and things like that. And we just we hike through it. We do our best to take care of those things so that we don't injure ourselves. And we're not injuring ourselves, but it just makes it a little hard. Also, with a lot of services not being up and running, that also can make it a little more difficult. Plus, quite honestly, in the first place, this is not an easy undertaking to hike this trail. You're up and down mountains. These aren't just little hills like we have out in the hill country, and sometimes it's very hard, and I feel discouraged while I'm hiking up the trail and feel like I can't go fast enough. It can really get in your head, but then you get up to the top of the hill and you see the view, and that makes it kind of all put in perspective of how beautiful it is. And yes, I really can get up that mountain, and there's a sense of accomplishment in that I really like also. So we've hiked for 38 days, and we got to start picking up our miles now, because we got to be able to actually get to Katahdin sometime fall. So we're up to, we've done some 11 and 12 mile days, and that's pretty cool. Once we get to 15, we'll feel pretty comfortable, which hopefully will be within the next month. We'll be able to do 15 mile days just as easily as we're doing 10 mile days now. So anyway, I put together a little video since the last video I put up with George falling down, and I hope you enjoy it from then to now. Okay, George, what's going on here?
There's snow everywhere. We didn't sign up for this.
Oh.
Well, this is our campsite at the end of day 33. Look at that. It's an old ruined place or something. Yeah, I don't know. It used to be a building of some sort. There's our tent. That's what the fire ring's supposed to be, but we put our tent there and we didn't want it so close to the fire. So we put the fire in the corner of the wall. Anyway, we walked 12.2 miles today. We were only going to walk 11.1 and camp at a little place we thought would have a campground. And it did, but when we got there, a bunch of people already camped there. And there wasn't any really good place left for it. So we just walked on until we found this place, and I think it's pretty cool. Good way to end the day, and a whole extra mile than we thought we would walk, and that's the longest day we've had yet. So we're trying to work up some more miles. There, we did it.
It is day 34, April 4th. This is where we camped last night. That's the little ruin of something that used to be here. So there's a little fire ring. We made a fire there, and we're just taking one little last look around, make sure we're not leaving anything. We got our backpacks all packed up and about ready to go. How you doing this morning, George? All right. Well, it wasn't a bad place to sleep, and I'm really thankful we found it after such a long day yesterday. Today we're hiking 10 miles. There's a shelter we're going to. Looks like about 3 10-mile days in a row. And then we'll get a resupply. That's the plan anyway. Oh, you all right, George? George has way too many supplies in that backpack because of our difficulties in resupplying.
I got it, no problem.
This guy is carrying so much extra weight because of it. It makes me feel bad. But he's handling it like a big trooper, and
Man, I love him. This is day 35. We already hiked for about 2 hours, doing about 2 miles an hour, so we've done about 4 miles. Got a few uphill miles coming up that'll take a little longer. We're gonna hike 9 miles today. A little bit shorter of a day, but we've done a 11 mile, a 12 mile, and a 10 mile. So 9 miles sounds pretty good today, like a short day. So that's good. Isn't that a nice looking waterfall there? I don't know, it's just pretty. And so I thought this would be a good time to say good morning from the woods. Good morning. It's day 36. This is the view this morning, the first view we came to. It's can you see it? I don't know. Anyway, probably doesn't look nearly as good in the video, but it's a nice view. We stayed at a shelter last night, met a guy named Some Guy. He's nice, we liked him. He was camped there same time we did and shared a campfire with him and had a nice evening. And then we woke up this morning, got ready to go, and here we are. And we're hiking 10.1 miles today. It's going to be a big climb. We're going to climb up a mountain that takes us a mile high, and that's at the end of that, up at that altitude is where the next shelter is. Hopefully it won't be too cold at that altitude, but it wasn't cold at all last night. It was rather warm. I had to take off half my winter stuff just to keep from being too hot. So guess spring is coming and we're gonna get warmer, and I'm glad because it was so cold. It's better now, but here we go in the beginning of a new day, and we're gonna hike. Hike. here at the shelter. End of the day. We hiked 10 miles today. We're gonna hike 10 miles again tomorrow. And then the next day we'll get up and hike only 6.9 miles into Erwin, Tennessee, where we ought to be able to rent a hotel room because they're still doing that there. So, just a couple more nights of this, and I'll get to be in a warm, toasty bed. But I'm really enjoying the camping. We're having a nice time. We're at a shelter tonight, and we got a little campfire going over there. Good morning. It's we're about 45 minutes into our hike this morning. This is day 37. A little cloudy today, but it's supposed to burn off and not rain today. So we got a little sun so far, but not much. We're hiking 10 miles today. And then we'll camp together again. And this is supposed to be a really good view. George just went and looked at it. Is it a good view? Should I go look at it?
Absolutely. Let me see what you see, Kristen.
Okay. All right.
Behold the glory of
Well, sometimes these views, they say they're really good, and then you go down to them and you're like, ah. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. What magnificence. Alright, we've made 10.5 miles today. A lot of uphill. It was really hard at places, but we did it, and now we're here. Got a campfire going, and George is down at the water source. We're here camping with a guy named Some Guy and another guy named Due North, and they didn't get their water on the way up, so George went down there with them to help them get their water. And tomorrow we're going to hike 7 miles into Erwin, Tennessee, and that's where we're going to take a zero. So all day Thursday we're going to stay in Erwin, Tennessee, and keep my feet up, I think, is what I want to do. And we also have a supply box going there to a little store there that accepts packages that my kids mail to me. Thanks, Elizabeth. Thanks, Stephen. Yay. And that's food, which we need. So that's awesome. And then Friday morning we'll get back on the trail. So a couple of things. One, when Some Guy and Due North get here, I'll take a picture of them because they've been hiking with us a few days and they're good to hike with. And also, I forgot the other thing, so it doesn't matter. Anyway. When I get to town, I'll take some pictures or video, whatever, and then I'll upload it all. That was the other thing, right? Okay. So, there you have it. See y'all later. Here we are, walking through the forest on day 38. We're about a little more than halfway down to Erwin, Tennessee from our camp spot. And we're gonna check in there at a hotel, get a resupply at a place called Uncle Johnny's, and yeah, take a zero day. So I'll check in with you guys when we're in town. Okay, we're in Erwin, Tennessee, and this is the Super 8 motel. It's
the best option in town, and there's warmth and beds and hot shower. Look, there's a microwave and a little mini fridge. And George is saying that only every other light bulb works, but I think they're just conserving costs here. So anyway, we're going to be in Irwin for the rest of today and tomorrow, and then Friday morning we'll get back on the trail. So I hope you enjoyed that. Next time we have a place to stay and plug into electricity and good Wi-Fi, I'll put up another one. See y'all later.